Okay, morning guys, Sunday morning, just before we're heading off to Vienna again for the week's work, but I thought I'll give you a quick update on the Land Rover because it's been a while. So, haven't driven it for about 6 months and had to put the X5 on charge because the battery was flat yesterday, so yeah, jump started it actually using the company car and brought this one down instead. So it started pretty well actually after 6 months without any trickle charge or anything. Took a bit of time to get started, but then it worked absolutely fine. Really cool to be driving in it again. And yeah, what can I say? It's just great fun to be driving. So I did notice one thing when I was driving it, that there seemed to be some friction coming from somewhere, like an added friction, which I wasn't aware of previously, but can't really ascertain where it came from. But other than that, it was running really smoothly. And you know, as it was after I did that tune a couple of years ago, Christ, it's just really reliable and runs beautifully. One schoolboy error was when I filled it up with petrol. I was, you know, as you all know how this works, this comes out here and I was filling away and wasn't paying attention, and it all sort of spewed out. So petrol came down the side and everything, which is a bit embarrassing in the petrol station, because you actually, you know, you're supposed to pay attention when you're filling these things up. Hang on a minute, let's just get this straight. But I didn't, and it went everywhere. And actually the underground garage here stank of petrol last night, which was all my fault. So I don't know if I showed you this last time, but because I'm clearing out the garage ready for the move, I've filled, oh Jesus, it stinks of petrol in the car. Anyway, I filled it up with all of the valuable stuff that I've got in parts for the Land Rover, even the old registration plates there, which I may need again. So yeah, it's a bit cluttered at the moment, but it's not a problem. Just rattles a bit. So yeah, started perfectly then, which is nice. I won't leave it running in here for too long because with the choke out it really does stink, but here we are. The Landy running again. I've just stopped actually just to check that the freewheeling hubs are in the correct position, because you can turn them to 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive, and I always get paranoid that for some odd reason I might have changed one of them, and I don't know what difference it makes, but I always check. Yeah, let me know if it's the same with you guys who have freewheelers. So yeah, this is the road up to our apartment in Dresden, and it's a really old cobbled street. And it's really rough, and even in a modern car it's pretty uncomfortable, but in the Land Rover actually not too bad. I'm going very, very slowly. But yeah, just ticking over really nicely. It's not really warmed up at all. There you go, you can see the full tank of fuel there. Not really warmed up yet, but just ticking over nice and quietly. Trying to drive with one hand is very difficult with this. near our house is the officers' school for the army, the German army. And then you go over this bridge here, and this is a river down there. And this used to be 100 years ago, this used to be the training ground for the army. So it's quite a historical place. Huge church there. Lots of churchgoers on Sunday, as you'd imagine. But yeah, so at the moment, I'm obviously living down in Vienna for the new job, whereas the Land Rover is up in Dresden, which is about a 5-hour drive. So don't really get to use it much. But as I say, you know, every time I come up here, I sort of run it up, get it up to temperature, drive it around the garage area, which I'll take you to now. But I haven't done that for about 6 months, as I say. So much fresh air just billows into the cabin. It's very cool. I tell you, you get some looks driving along in this thing. It's pretty funny. Apart from that guy, of course. Okay, so there's a bump in the road which I know very well up here, which starts the bridge, and it usually springs the door open. So here it is. Oh, I stay closed this time. Okay, let's go for overdrive. Hang on. Yes. There we are, proof. There's a bit of a whine from the overdrive, but it's always done that. So, all right, let's go for an overtaking maneuver without any indicators. Oh shit. Okay. Here goes then. I might even be breaking the speed limit, I don't know, because there's no way of telling how fast I'm going, because with the 750 tyres, this is inaccurate. And it's also in miles per hour, whether it's kilometres over here, obviously. But it's driving nicely. Okay, so I'm arrived at the garage, which you'll all remember and love. Here it is. I'm just going to leave the Land Rover running for a bit, just to warm it up a bit and, well, you know, charge the battery probably. But yeah, the trip from home to here is only about 5 kilometers, so it's not a very long drive at all. This is quite a shock when I came up here. I haven't been here for a while, and you might remember all the trees on this plot here where I've got my garage. They've taken all the trees down, so completely gone. Every single tree along here, all the way down here and down to there. So that's quite a surprise. When I came here last week, there were whole piles of trees here, but now they've gone already. So yeah, they're probably going to sell part of the land or something. I don't know what they're doing, but happy days. All running shipshape, no nasty knocks or anything. It's just very, very normal. This wing, listen to this. There's a knock somewhere, I think. Oh, it's down there, look. Just that gap there. Woohoo! That's probably not very good for the light bulb, actually. I wonder if I can, how can I change that? Any ideas? Am I the only one? Surely not. Okay, so there's the X5 charging away. I'm going to take it through the car wash, actually, when I take it home. So I've got to get a move on, actually, because it's a 5-hour drive back to Vienna and it's about 12 o'clock now, so better crack on. But yeah, I'm going to get this out and then put the Land Rover away. So yeah, just to show you what's happening in the garage here. This is my son's car, all covered up, finished, but covered up, just for safekeeping. I literally spent an entire day packing up all my tools, ready for shipment. Got the old 750s there, which you'll all know and love. They've still got years of life left in them, look at that. Some oils there which I need, some Porsche parts if anybody needs some pretty good condition original Porsche radiators there, some manifolds, header tank, all these parts which I want to take with me. And I've also got the old sides there, and the over there, sort of around there, the let me show you, the original roof, which is in excellent condition and doesn't leak. And I've actually got that for sale at the moment over here on eBay, but nobody wants it. Anyway, so yeah, this is my packing, all my tools, everything in here, and all ready to go. So yeah, so you can see how flat that battery was. It's still charging. Look, that needs to be there, really. Bugger. So that's not fully charged. That's not going to be any good then. So there's one thing I didn't do yesterday when filling up the petrol was, let me see if I've got it in here, is this. So it's Bleiersatz, which is lead additive to the petrol. So I've actually got to measure it up now for a full tank and put some in. So it actually says 10 millilitres for each 10 litres of fuel. So there's roughly 40 litres I think in the tank, but it was already had a little bit in, so I'll put double that in here. Okay, so everything's packed back up again, put the covers on, put some protection on, also sort of pack the battery a bit, keep that nice and warm. That seemed to work really well, actually. I'm just sort of putting cloth around the side and then some foam on the top just to keep it warm. And yeah, so that is it with the Land Rover. Just a short update, but you know, I know some of you have been asking about it and seeing how it's doing. So that's how it's doing, and as I say, planning for the move. So I hope you're well and have a lovely remainder of the weekend. I'll see when I can get this little video out. As I say, got a 5-hour drive back to Vienna today. But yeah, take care and I'll see you next time.